Carnival was a shop in the top end of Her Street where you could buy crazy alternative gear from, which was absolutely wonderful.
Carnival made some fabulous clothes back in the day on Her Street. They'd make the clothes and wear them themselves and go out and advertise them, as it were.
It was like an alternative Peacock in a dingy, rundown part of the city centre, but it was the place to be and be seen for alternative fashionistas, gender blenders, pop stars, models, celebrities, etc.
Even though it was just like a little backstreet shop, really, because of Patty and Jane, they just made it fabulous.
So when I went in, there was a lot of things with rips, zips, chains and all sorts of black items that looked quite aggressive, but really, really great fun.
I think you just have to be an individual. I think that's a nice thing about punk, you know, because a lot of people who wouldn't dare before just dress like outrageous and how they want will now, because they know that they can go to, you know, a punk gig and there'll be a lot of other people that are outrageous. I mean, even when it dies out, it'll never be forgotten, you know. It'll just like be remembered like the Beatles or Bill Haley or the Mods and Rockers things, you know what I mean?
So it kind of gone from more hardcore to sort of frills and feathers, but it really did. If anybody wanted anything in that genre, we got it here in Birmingham. You'd have to go to London.
After the punk scene, and which was quite anarchic, it was nice to see feathers and shoulder pads, and you know, because this has never really been seen since the 40s before.
I'd kind of go there from school a lot of the time because it was more interesting going home because it was a real hive of activity and it was good fun. There was always colourful people about.
It was a real magnet for those that wanted to be different, and you know, appearance-wise, we wanted sort of glamour and escapism, but we didn't know that at the time. So everything was completely new. Carnival was the place to be.
Well, they were making clothes for Duran Duran anyway, but yeah, they were a big part of Duran Duran's style, I guess. Their whole look. I've only got to look at the shirts that they're wearing to know that they're Carnival outfits.
So I happened to mention to a friend I was going down to the rag market to have a cup of tea at the Tuesday Club, and Patty would be there, and my friend Karen says,
Actually, I think I've got a load of Carnival clothes somewhere.
I thought the clothes themselves deserved to kind of live again. So I looked around for potential models, and there were people that I know that I felt fitted the Carnival vibe, and try and tell a little bit of the 80s story, which was getting dressed in your wardrobe, ready to go out, the whole thing about dressing up and putting on your best and being the most individual and maybe craziest person that you could possibly be for that night.
It was just great going all through and thinking, oh, I wish they still fitted me.
And I thought, where can I exhibit these which are relevant to the Carnival story?
So you got my mum's shop on Her Street, and next door you had Rocker's Record Shop, which was the home of Duran Duran fan club.
It's more than iconic to put it there because that's where she was established.
The Carnival shop was absolutely opposite the back-to-back.
I imagine that anyone with an appreciation for creativity could not ignore the impact that the shop had at that time. It's just unbelievable how predictive Patty was with her garments, and it's something that I will never forget.
It's a great thing that you can find these clothes and we can still see them again, and yeah, it's great. It's a great thing what he's doing, I think.
My things hadn't been out the suitcase for 40 years, so it was nice to, like you say, see them again and, you know, think, God, they still look okay. Yeah, it's majorly important.
Yeah, that shop covered a period in time that everybody remembers because it sort of chronicled the whole of punk going into new romanticism, I guess.